All right. I'm gonna eat and then go to sleep. That's fine. It works out perfect. Oh, I like this setup. It looks homey.
It does look homey.
I love it.
It's pretty funny.
Anyway, what's up, you guys? And we're back again. It's been a while. At least I don't have a bonnet on today. Titties are halfway out, but I'm in my home and I'm in my nightgown. But we are here this evening to talk about money, women, and men. What a topic.
This is gonna be good.
So recently there was yes, and I can stretch my legs too. I almost want to get one for the other side.
Focus.
Sorry, I have real ADD, not fake ADD. But so recently the Shade Room came out with a post. The first one, and I am going to edit it in here. It was a text message with a girl asking a guy who she was dating for $20. And his response was no. She has to ask one of her baby fathers for the money. What did I even say to that?
Something stupid. I can't remember.
I definitely went off.
So, whose side were you on? The girl for asking or the guy for saying no?
I'm glad you actually took that, because I actually said they were both childish.
You think so?
Both childish. Because her response to that was, you know what? I'm done with you.
Yeah, she was childish for that. Maybe. We don't know the backstory, but maybe.
I don't need a backstory. I'm just going to base it off of both of their responses and the interaction from that, 5-bullet text message.
Mm-hmm.
Her response lets me know that she's not actually done with him. It just sounded nice. And that she's not going to block him. None of that extra stuff. It was just like, oh, I'm done with you. I don't want to talk to you no more, is what she said. She's still going to talk to him. She's still going to give it up. And then I felt like, how dare that nigga not give her $20? I don't understand. This world that we live in is really trash. And it really upsets me because it was $20. It's not the typical $40 that apparently everybody
asking for. Listen.
It wasn't the typical $40 that everybody asked.
That's right.
It was $20. She deducted $20 from it. And it was really, to me, it was almost kind of like maybe a test kind of thing. Let's see what he say with me asking for $20. And the only thing that he said was, you're going to have to ask your baby daddy. So, when it's time for him to bust his nut, should she ask her baby daddy too about that?
This is your time to shine. I'm going to give my responses.
I mean, it's a discussion. Like, so if I have to ask my baby daddy for $20, I'm going to ask him for everything. You're not going to pick and choose what I should go to him for. Like, that's not how it works. Like, you can't give me $20. I feel like you can't get no ass. I mean, is that not how it works?
Excuse me. I was really divided 60-40 on this particular topic.
Who is it 60?
Whose time to shine is this? I was really divided 60-40 on this particular topic. 40% went towards the man. Why did she ask him for $20? Should he have given her $20? But I'm more so sided with the woman, and I'll tell you why. Don't be shaking your head, yes, like you in agreement to this. And I'll tell you why. So, $20 ain't nothing. We spend $20 going out to eat. We spend $20 going to the club. $20 ain't nothing. That's nothing. And if he's in a position to date me, I put myself in her shoes. If he's in a position to date me, he knows that I have children. He knows that if this goes further than dating, he's definitely going to be the step parent or responsible adult in the household for these children. If I ask you for $20, no matter what the reason is for why I need it, you are the person, you're my protector, are you not? Why would you send me to another man to protect me?
Another fucking man.
My ex, my child's father. Why would you do that? I don't understand the thought process on that.
Because there was none. It was basically you didn't want to be a man and you wanted somebody else to take up for your responsibility.
I don't know if yesterday she asked him for $200 and the day before she asked for $50. Maybe this is a repeat thing and he's just like, listen, at this point you're going to have to ask your baby daddy because I don't got nothing else for you. I don't know what the backstory is, but just going off of what we saw, I had to side with her. He shut her down for $20. Now she was petty for acting like she's not going to deal with him no more. If it was me, I would have blocked him.
Mid-sentence.
I'm really block happy though. I blocked
mid-sentence.
Quite a bit.
He would have been blocked. It was, ask who for what?
Yeah, definitely.
Like, why do you think that's okay?
Definitely.
Like,
to me, it just sounds like he would rather let her go without than come out his pocket for the little $20.
Unless he wants some ass, then I promise you, it would be, everything would be okay.
It would be different if she said $200, like a real bill, light bill.
Then I can understand
her car note.
I can understand the hesitation, but then I really can't because you're in a relationship. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying it's really, and I take that back because I use the word responsibility. It's not your responsibility. Mm-hmm. But if we're in this partnership, we're in a relationship, mm-hmm. and you see I'm falling on a hard time mm-hmm. or, you know, something popped up and I need assistance, why can't you assist me in that manner?
I agree. I do agree.
Why would you refer me to somebody else? I'm not referring you to anybody else when you're asking for something of me.
I do agree.
Physically. Like, so, something so minuscule as $20, just like you said, it wasn't $200, because I go for the gusto. The gusto. $300, I need $300. I got shit to get done. Like, $20 is so minuscule.
He probably went to the liquor store and spent $20. Like, the things that was going through my head on the message, he probably went out with his homeboys and spent $20. He probably bought $20 worth of weed that same night. I just don't understand why the $20 was such a big deal.
Why was that a big deal, and exactly how was that hurting?
I think that men in our generation are just so used to not having to take care of their woman. It's just so easy for them to say no. Not realizing that this really is your responsibility. You're the leader. You're the leader. You're the breadwinner. You're the protector.
And then you rightfully think that you're entitled to that title. You want that title, but you don't do anything to back that title up.
Like you said, he gonna expect her to give up the cheeks, but you ain't doing your part. $20.
$20. You can't turn around and then ask me for some ass.
But I did.
You can't afford her.
What did she need $20 for? You know.
Yes.
Why didn't she ask her baby daddies? Are they paying child support? I had so many back questions like, you know, why are you asking your boyfriend for $20?
And that's what I wanted to think. I think she said the $20 was something for the kids.
Yeah, I think she said it was something for the kids.
It was for something for the kids.
And sometimes they pop up and have a project or a field trip or any kind of random shit. That shit happens. Mm-hmm. And she probably didn't budget for it and didn't realize or forgot, whatever the reason was.
Anything is possible with kids. Anything can be unexpected.
Yep.
But for it to be unexpected and be such a minuscule amount, for you not to assist and you tell me to ask my baby daddy, it's just like, what are you even talking about?
It definitely made me feel some kind of way.
It definitely, he would have got blocked mid-sentence. I wouldn't even seen that shit about talk to your baby daddy. Like, he would have been blocked.
It made me feel some kind of way because I think about in my last, 12 years of dating, how many men have asked me for $20, $40, $100. Like, niggas really be having the nerve. And they don't even be like, oh, let me borrow. They be like, oh, I need, $20 from you. Not even for a child or no real reason.
No child. Niggas don't ask money for their children.
Put a reason behind it. They just be like, I need.
I had a nigga ask me. I told you a story. I had a nigga ask me for rent.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't tell me this story.
My man,
and that was not the time. No, you didn't.
He ever so boldly
didn't.
said, he was like, he asked me for some money because he was a rapper. Everybody's a rapper. Every man is a rapper.
Oh my gosh.
Want to be a rapper.
Time for every rapper I've had.
That was my only one. I promise you that was my only one. And he didn't last but for 3 seconds. And I mean 3 seconds literally. He asked me for some money for his tickets for a show that he was doing. He needed to buy his part of the tickets to sell. No.
What are you talking about? Buy them tickets when you agreed to do the show.
This your business. You didn't put that set aside because you only making $200 a week. But moving on, and then the next step, ever so boldly, you would have thought I gave him the money for him to
come back and ask for
to increase it. Mm-hmm. I was confused. Niggas don't even think; they just go for the gusto. I understand because I do the same thing, but I don't ask for rent. But he asked me. He was like, "I'm probably need you to help me with paying my rent."
Do y'all live together?
No.
Are y'all engaged?
We were barely fucking. Excuse my mouth.
About language.
We were barely having sex. So I don't even know where he got the notion. The inkling. Anything to think that you could ask me for rent.
That's interesting.
The first thing I said is, I'm sorry, sweetie, I have my own rent.
I've never had a man ask me for rent or a car note. Now, money to pay his child support, money to pay these niggas, money to pay his probation officer, gas money, food money, money to send his baby for a birthday, things like that. Little $100 or less type things, yes. Car note, rent, no. What I look like?
What type of nigga? Listen. Why is it so hard out here?
I don't know. I really think it's what we accept. You know, it's what we tolerate.
But I don't accept none of that. I've never had anybody after that ask me that. I didn't have anybody ask me that before him. I really didn't understand why he thought it was okay to ask me about rent.
I mean, us as 30-year-old women in general. 20s and 30s-year-old women in general. Some other woman out there is putting money in his pocket for him to think that every other woman's going to do it too. For him to ask you twice. Somebody else is doing it.
That man asked me twice for money. I thought when you got the first note, that lets you know that it's going to be forever.
This idea, right? No, he didn't pick up on that hint. He was a little bold.
And he still, though, tried to talk to me even after that. I would get random texts years later.
Okay.
Like, asking me what's up. And I'll be like, is he retarded?
You know what's funny, though? Speaking of, ex-guy friend of mine hit me up yesterday, maybe the day before. And he was just like, did I want to send him some gas money so he can come up here and see me? I was just like, what? How did that make sense?
Say that again. Because I'm like, I guess some wine's kicking in.
Do I want to send him some gas money so that he can come up here to see me? I was like, no. What? You want to see me? Figure it out.
So you did say that. I thought I heard wrong.
You heard me.
I knew you said it wrong. I was like, say it again.
No.
But you said it again.
The same way. Because that's what it was. That's what he asked. And I was just like, that's crazy. That's like me saying, hey, I want to come see you. Send me some gas money so I can come see you. That don't even make sense. Then I asked him, when you get up here to North Carolina, because he's out of state, when you get up here, where the hell you going to stay at? Because you ain't have gas money, so I know you ain't got hotel money. You're not staying with me. So what's the plan? You going to sleep in that car with the gas that I just gave you?
Do you want to send him some gas money so he can come see you? Mm-hmm. But he not going to come see you.
He not, because I'm not sending him no gas money.
Why did he think that you would be ever so stupid enough to send him some gas money?
I don't know. It just goes to show. They be a little bold.
Niggas are 100% bold, and Beauty don't believe me. To those who don't know, because we on YouTube, we got new people.
Gotta refresh.
This is Beast, and this is
Beauty.
Niggas out here think because we're plus size that we have low self-esteem, and that we'll accept anything. Anything.
I just don't understand the thought process.
Anything.
I really don't.
Niggas out here really think that we don't have no confidence in that we'll accept anything just to be with a man. And I just want to let everybody know that it happens to come across this video when it comes on YouTube that I don't give up about niggas. I've been single for a while. And if I'm going to be honest, all my life. Because even the niggas that I was with, they still weren't shit. And I'm sorry, there was no bleeping that out.
You're gonna bleep it.
I ain't bleeping it. There was no bleeping that out. So it's like I do awesome, and I don't mean to brag. I do awesome without a man.
Definitely.
So I don't need one, and I'm not desperate to have one.
That is a good topic. I've been seeing that float around online a lot this past week. Women are so busy saying we independent, we don't need a man, blah blah blah. We don't need them, we want them. But some people are challenging that narrative to say, maybe you do need a man, but the man that you need is one who's on a higher level than you, who can raise you up, do more for you, do better for you. You just don't know that the ones you're dealing with are not the ones you need. You need somebody so much better. And I was like, okay, I'm going to let that digest for a couple weeks.
We don't have no weeks. We got minutes. And what you mean raise me up?
Upgrade you. Upgrade you.
Upgrade me?
I know you ain't met too many that could upgrade you, but there are some out there somewhere in the distance amongst the crowd.
Nobody can upgrade me, because if you have to upgrade me, that means you think that I'm beneath you. And if you think that I'm beneath you, that means you're going to think that you can do and say whatever you want to do. And whatever you want to say.
I didn't take it that way. No, I didn't take it that way.
I took it that way because I feel like when you become in a partnership, you shouldn't have to upgrade me on anything. We should be coming together as one. We're two whole people. We were two stable whole people, and we came together as one. And so now we can build an empire. I don't see the reason or the purpose, and I feel like if I have to build you up, then you weren't the one that we shouldn't be doing anything together.
I took it more so along the lines of anybody that you deal with, friend, family, or lover, anyone you deal with needs to be adding value to you.
Adding value and bringing
away.
me up is two different things. I understand adding value. Adding value definitely makes sense because for me, I like things a certain way.
You could say you Sadiddy on camera. It's okay.
I'm not going to say Sadiddy. I like things a certain way.
Upskill.
I expect certain things. I expect certain things. And I feel like some things should already come a certain way. Look at my computer.
After all this time.
All this time. Look at my computer. But I'm set in my ways. I'm content with certain things.
I'm glad you know that.
So I understand when I actually meet a man, not a nigga. And for those who don't realize, they are two separate things. When I meet a man, he can add certain things to me. Like, I can see things differently. I may be a little more happier, more pleasant. I can see adding that because I'm not going to lie, I can be a little bitter. I feel like I'm at a certain place where I shouldn't be coming across niggas. I shouldn't be attracting niggas, and that's all I seem to be attracting. So
that took the breath out of me.
He can definitely add some pleasantries to my life, but he can't upgrade me because I'm already up there. So that's why I was like, I don't feel the upgrading part.
Bump all that. I can definitely be upgraded. Listen, upgrade me today, please. I'm here for it. I'm more than open to it. If you want to take away the extra stress and drama and you want to pay the rent and the car note and the light bill, be my guest. Take it over. Whatever it is that you feel like, okay, I'm with her now. I don't want her doing certain things, or I want her to go about and do things differently. Perfectly fine with me. That's the way I took it.
I appreciate that, but me being the type of person that I am, I'm not gonna let you do all of that.
Are you crazy?
I'm not going to see, and that's the problem with society. I'm not going to sit there and watch my man struggle.
Who said he's gonna be struggling? You wouldn't get with nobody.
I like things a certain way.
I don't think you would get with nobody who couldn't support your current lifestyle. I don't think you would take nobody serious.
Don't seem to attract the men.
You be settling for
I
men.
don't settle for anything. I settle for penis.
You be giving attention to men who cannot support that.
Because those men have the good penis.
I know that. I'm aware. What I'm saying is, I don't think you would marry or settle for somebody who couldn't satisfy your current lifestyle.
Oh, absolutely not.
Or more.
You can't. Well, nobody should be married to somebody or get in a situation if you're not financially together. I thought that was one of the components when you get married.
You remember the video we watched at my friend's house in Charlotte? How that man said 2 people as a couple have to work together to have better things than watching one person struggle and do it. I'm not saying watch your man struggle. I'm not saying that. I'm not telling you not to work. If you still want to work, that's fine. But while my man, this is my man, while my man pays the rent, both of our car notes, the light bill, I'll pay the cable bill, buy the groceries, the smaller things. He can definitely have the big stuff. Knock that shit out.
I actually have to object. I feel like this is marriage. And I even would say it could be within a relationship before marriage. Whoever has the income, we prefer it to be the man. These days, it's the female.
Most of the time.
But I feel like when it comes to, we're going to divide things, whoever has the income pays the rent or the mortgage, and then the other person pays the bills. And to me, that includes the car note, the car insurance, and the bills. I feel like that is an equal division when it comes to someone paying the rent. Your bills may not actually equal to the rent, but it will be closer. I feel like it's a fair split. Not the other person pays the rent or the mortgage and the car note and then the insurance and you pay the little bills. That's not equal to me.
And I'm not looking for equal, and I think that's where we differ. I'm not looking for a 50-50. If I wanted 50-50, I would have a roommate. That's not what I'm looking for. It's not what I want. So for me personally, I'm not looking to, and I also feel like, I used to think that way. I used to feel that way because I know I make enough money to take care of more than half or take care of all of it.
Because I'm doing it right now.
I'm doing it right now. But I used to feel that way until I realized that the men that I have dated in the past all made less money than me. I never dated a man who made more money than me, ever, in 12 years. And that is unfortunate. The men that I've lived with didn't do their part, didn't even pay the little bills, didn't value me paying the rent, whoever made the most money, didn't value me paying the rent or the bigger bills and them pick up on the lesser ones. It didn't happen that way. So I just feel like I would be more satisfied in a relationship with someone who was financially stable enough to take care of home, regardless of whether I work or not. I might not want to work. I might want to have the kids and take off for a couple years. I want him to be able to handle it all, period. But I will also help.
Of course. Yeah, I understand that. I mean, at the end of the day, everybody's different as far as when it comes to their division or whatever they want, how
and
they
that's
put their
your
finances.
house. That's your marriage.
Right.
So everybody can be different about that, for sure.
This world is just crazy. Because you have some females who expect a man to do everything, down to the small bills, and then still want the extra money to get their hair done.
And hair done and stuff. I just think that shit's ridiculous. Damn.
And because that is how society has now been, and now it's just blatant in 2019. It's hard for us.
Regular girls.
We can't get $1. Get a letter 4 for $4 at Wendy's. Anything. And it's just like, how is that?
If I was dating Drake or Trey Songz or Diddy, hell no, I'm not finna work. I'm not finna do anything.
That just makes no sense.
You're gonna drop this $10K in my account, and I appreciate you.
But the crazy thing is, with those type of men, because they have an abundance of money, they would probably feel offended for us even trying to discuss on paying the bill.
Trying to work. You're like, why you still going to work at the bank? Like, chill out. Go home.
Like, why
don't take your friends on the yacht or something.
Right, really.
Right.
But down here in the Carolinas,
caliber men yet. Those high price men yet.
I don't even know where those are at.
At the basketball and football games, which I be trying to get you to go to with me.
They ain't out there either.
Yeah, they are.
Those niggas are in
not the players.
Tickets.
The ones on the front row seats. But anywho.
Yes. But now we about to start dressing appropriately. We ain't gonna catch nobody in them appropriate outfits.
I didn't say appropriate. I said 30. I'm not about to start dressing like Aisha Curry. She's sitting out here complaining about not getting no attention because you dress like somebody's grandma.
That's how we supposed to start dressing now. She in her 30s.
Not that. I ain't doing that though. She in her 30s and she married. I'm 30 and single.
Oh, God.
But anyway.
And that was a topic we had too. It's hard out here. You want to dress your age, but at the same time, ain't no man checking for no girl who's sitting here wrapped up in cloth. Everything but her eyes showing. No shade to the ones that have to do that because of their religion. But being that I'm not in that religion, I'm not going to get checked on if I'm wrapped up tight like that.
You stupid.
So it was like, you damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Well, I'm not dressing for them. I'm not dressing for them to check. But I do appreciate if they do check. You know,
I do too.
I appreciate if they do be checking for me. But I ain't just like no Aisha Curry. I can tell you that right now.
She dresses nice though.
That shit trash. She dressed like an old church lady.
I really never really checked on her, actually. I just, one time, I was really feeling her because of her eyes. But
yeah,
I never really checked for her.
Well, just take a little gander here. Just scroll. Just scroll up through them. And tell me what you see that looks sexy. Just go on back for a couple weeks. Nothing.
This green outfit is ugly.
Nothing.
Oh my gosh. That burgundy outfit is ugly too.
Oh no, she was just a cute, remember? No. The nerve.
I never said cute. I just said she dresses the way that we said we want to dress.
I ain't never said that.
Well, except for this, because her shorts are extremely short. It don't look like she got them on.
Her shorts were short, and then she still covered them up with a suit jacket.
But the jacket was still short.
Like, nah, man, come on. If
This ain't an Android, because I'm like, why the fuck is it not going back? Oh, excuse my mouth.
If you doing hot girl summer shorts, just do them all the way. That's it.
But she's married.
You still had them on? Okay.
I think she dresses appropriately. She might want to get a little touch up on the style.
A little.
But yeah, she doesn't really walk on the wild side. But she
dressed like she ready to go to a parent teacher conference meeting straight from work at the office.
That's because she does.
Just stressing me out.
That's exactly what she does. Now me, and this is why I had to work on it. I'm going to a teacher parent conference. I won't hit you with the robe, but I will hit you with some leggings. And ain't no promise if the bonnet's gonna come off or not. And that's the bad part. So that's why I have to change up my style. She could dress a little risky. I'm not saying outland. She needs a better stylist. We're gonna go with that. She dresses appropriately, but it's no style there. It's kind of like, I think that we can try this with this.
Ugh. Anyway.
But yeah.
I don't know how we got on all these different topics. This was not the plan.
Well, the topic was women, men, and money.
Okay.
So we're still in the ballpark.
We definitely are. Okay.
We're still in the ballpark.
What was your second Shade Room post?
The second Shade Room post, which I'll then edit into this as well. And in the future videos, I won't have to introduce the edit. It'll just slide on in there. But the second Shade Room post actually just came out this week. We are actually within this same time frame. It was a Match.com,
Mm.
and it was stating the states and the average cost of dates. I happened to hear it on the radio. Never listened to the radio, but Hard Time slapped the fuck out of me. Excuse me. And I had to listen to the radio. And I came across, what is it? 3 Live Crew? 3 Live Crew.
A local morning show.
For out here in North Carolina. And 2 of the people, again, I don't listen to the radio, so I cannot tell you the names of these people, but it was a female and a guy. And for North Carolina, the average amount for a date was $88. And the guy, who happens to have been married, said that was expensive. And that really pissed me the heck off. Really pissed me the heck off, because I feel like $88 is modest. It's not expensive.
Honestly, we take each other out on dates and we buy spending $80. Because if you buy yourself a nice little entree, sides, don't upgrade your sides to some extra. Sides, get a dessert.
Which I do.
Get an alcoholic beverage. You definitely at $40. Real easy.
$40 per
a piece.
person.
Exactly.
That is very modest.
Mm-hmm.
And that is definitely good for a first date.
I agree.
Now, when we in a relationship, we didn't increase. We went to the next level. You're going to have to come out your pocket a little more. Especially if I do more. The least you could do is put a little more down on a date. $88 is not expensive. It's reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in the beginning. And then when you date, and I'm sure now that especially since he's married, he spends more than that on a date.
If it's the person that I think it is who made those comments, he doesn't, because they have kids, and I'm pretty sure they probably don't even go out on dates very often. So he probably don't spend $88.
Also, when the lady said minimum wage, he was really bruised, because he really does make minimum wage.
No, I don't think he makes minimum wage, but I don't think he takes his wife out on dates. I don't get that vibe from their relationship.
Why wouldn't you take your wife on a date? She had your kids.
She's still your wife. I don't know. But when I saw the post on the Shade Room, I always go comment surfing because people be so ignorant in the comments. One lady said she ain't never had a man spend $88 in the whole entirety of their relationship. I was like, wow, that's crazy, but that's sad. It was funny, but it was really sad because it really was true. And I can even relate to it myself. I was gonna say, I can relate to it myself. Dealt with somebody who didn't even go out for a 2 for $20 at Applebee's. You feel me?
I forgot they even exist because I never even had it unless I was going out with a friend.
Right. Exactly right. So I feel like if I was married, I wouldn't mind a fluctuation. We married, we got kids, we got real grown-up bills. We can do a 2 for $20 this month. We can do a nice fancy $80, $150 next month. But like you said, at some point you're going to have to come out your pocket more, but it doesn't always have to be that way. It don't always have to be consistent that way if we're married.
The ball game is different when you're married.
It is.
I don't expect so much fancy things when we're married and we've been established and we've built a family. I don't expect so much of the fancy things. It then seeps into the sentimental things. I expect the sentimental, because the sentimental also means to me that there was effort. That you put time into thinking about what we should do. It wasn't something, store-bought. It wasn't something, we can go here because we always go here. This is where we went before. It's like you put some real time and effort into it. So I'm not going to say that, of course, the date has to be more in price, but I expect it on holidays,
special
birthdays,
occasions,
Valentine's,
anniversary.
Like every day is supposed to be that type of situation, but I expect you to put a little more money into that on the holidays. But on a regular day, sentimental. You can cook me some food, and I'm gonna be happy. You can make me a homemade card, and I might cry. Like, I'm more sentimental when it comes to marriage. It's a different ballgame. But we dating. Now you gotta show me some shit while we dating. You gotta let me know that this is real before we even get to the marriage.
To the marriage, that's right.
Like, put some time and effort. For if you to tell me that $88 is expensive before we even actually get to the building and the marriage and the kids, I'm not even gonna get to that because you just told me that you really are cheap as hell.
I wanted to know myself if $88 is too expensive for a man in North Carolina, and I can understand why. Looking at the type of jobs and opportunities that they have here, I can understand why he would say that. For your everyday guy working, what do everyday guys work at?
FedEx.
Working at FedEx or Walmart. For your everyday guy working an everyday job, sure, $88 might not be reasonable. But on your budget, what is a reasonable amount? Like, how much you trying to pay? Because $88 is so damn close to zero. Like, we can't go down too much. How much you think you gonna pay? My homegirl.
I guess he's gonna try to go to the grocery store and cook her something until they come over.
I don't mind that. I actually like that. I prefer that intimate setting, cooking at home. But you gotta do it right for me.
On the first date?
Not the first date. They didn't say first dates. They just said dates in general cost $88 or more. Not the first date. First date, we have to go out. Period. That's it. But after the first date, every once in a while, you can throw in a home cooked meal. I might do the same. But you're really going to have to really cook something. It can't be no...
spaghetti.
Oh, bitch. Sorry. Excuse me. I'm sorry. And you know what's crazy? It can't be spaghetti. But you can turn up if you do some baked ziti. You can turn up if you bake a lasagna. It's still the same spaghetti ingredients,
but
with a little extra effort.
Right, a little spiffy.
Men just don't think like women. Anywho, some of them don't.
They don't think at all.
My homegirl, she got these flowers yesterday. This guy bought her some flowers and brought them to her. I think that's what she likes. I think she likes pink lilies or something. I didn't even know they was a thing. But he got her some flowers, brought it to the house as he was coming over to hang out. And I thought that was sweet. I can't recall anybody ever buying me any flowers, ever.
I actually can.
I know you can.
They were overdue, though. Man, I never got them again.
The point is, depending on your level and your budget, there are things I will accept in place of $88. I get it.
I don't.
It might not be in his budget.
Then we can't date.
Well, that's a good way to look at it. I don't know. I have a coworker, two coworkers that dating, guy and a girl, and he spends so much money on her. Every day they go out to eat for lunch. Zaxby's here, Chick-fil-A here, this, that, third, every day. I know he's spending $9, $10 per meal each. $20 a day. On the weekends, they go out to eat, try restaurants, go out of town, all kind of shit. They flew her ass to New York or some shit with him, all kind of stuff. He really be putting in real effort for this girl. Real effort.
I bet you she ain't shit. Excuse me.
She likes the effort. She likes him.
Excuse my mouth.
I can't say she appreciates him the way that I would. I feel like she hasn't been running through the dirt enough to really appreciate the effort that he putting in.
How old is she?
27?
She's not that young.
She's not young, but she hasn't been dogged out.
How? Where is she from?
She is from all over the place. But her boyfriend, her ex-boyfriend, baby daddy, she was with him for a long time. He didn't dog her out to the end. But it wasn't enough for her to say, you know, she got any experience.
She's only dogged out by one nigga?
And then the next one she get with, he got her cake in a princess life.
Meanwhile, I didn't have
she ain't got no car, no house.
Also, just like I said, I bet you she ain't shit. And she ain't shit.
She's working on those things. But in the interim, this young man is doing so much to help her, take care of her, pick her up from work, drop her off. They live in 2 different cities. He doing all this driving. mileage on his car. There's all this extra shit.
What? I can't even get a nigga to come up the damn Benjamin Parkway.
All this extra stuff.
Cause I live too fucking far from the other side of town. And he driving from city to city?
But anyway, I digress. So
I don't digress. I'm still up there.
There are some men who are willing to put out that extra effort. There are some. It's not a lot of them, but there are some. In my opinion, he's not physically attractive.
Oh,
he's not ugly.
There it goes.
Wait, he's not ugly. He's just regular. He's just a regular looking guy. He don't really got no special features.
But regular can become very attractive when you do things that you're supposed to do and you expect.
If I was in her situation, I probably would be attracted to him. But I'm not. So when I look at him every day, I just be like, meh. I don't know.
If I can get a man to travel from city to city, if I can get a man and
I am your man.
You are, technically.
Wait a minute.
But if I can get an actual woman.
Anatomy. I got you. Okay. All right.
To do those things, I can definitely become attracted to somebody for them doing what they're supposed to do. Because at the end of the day, it's not about looks. It's about the partnership. It's about the love. And if you're doing what you're supposed to do, if you're doing what I expect you to do, and you're making me feel ever so awesome within that, then I'm going to look at you a different type of way. Your looks then don't become a main factor. They're just like, okay, so what? He doing what he's supposed to do. The finest man is going to sit here and try to dog me out.
Girl, you better repeat that.
While the modest man, the man who just ain't really up on the looks, is doing everything he's supposed to do. I'm therefore not going to see the finest man ever. I'm only going to see this man who's doing what he's supposed to do.
That's right.
Like, it's really that simple. And this is what I don't understand. Just like you said, she ain't shit.
That's not what I said.
Oh, sorry. I said that. Damn sure I thought it came out your mouth.
No, you didn't.
She ain't shit, and she yet still stumbled upon a man who does stuff like that.
In the rough, child.
And here I am, busting my ass, and there's no filter for that. Like, going hard, and every guy that I have come encountered with, even the one that I've been dealing with for umpteen years, still won't even do anything for me. Still won't say, damn, I see you working, girl. Like, let me do this for you. Let me help you out. Don't want to take me out to eat. Nothing like that. And they see me working. But then you'll sit here and take care of a hood rat who doesn't do anything for her. And then if I put that topic out there, it's, oh, you too high and mighty, you too sedity, and all the extra stuff. But it's like, I'm out here doing what I'm supposed to do. So are you telling me that I'm supposed to just be sitting on my ass and expect a man to come and do everything for me?
No, not at all. I think that men just underestimate how much women need to know that they are valued and are worth something to them and are cared for and affection and attention. Men just really don't think about that whatsoever at all. It's really an absent-minded kind of thing. They don't think about that at all.
But how? Like, and that's why I'm still mad about my cousin. I was supposed to get in her ass when we was there for all them graduations. Because they set me up for failure. I'm used to seeing a man who will do things for you without even you asking. And if they see you...
miss that so much.
If they see you working, like, back in the day, if a man saw you going to school, doing what you're supposed to do, paying your bills, making sure your stuff is together, they gonna give you everything. And how dare you go through something and not let them know? These men out here, you can tell them your struggles and you not even ask for them, and their response will be, damn.
Their response, excuse me while I yell. Their response is going to be, damn, that's messed up. Don't worry about it. You're going to overcome this. So you're going to get through it. Brighter days ahead. Their response be, damn, that's fucked up. No, what's fucked up is your response.
I don't even get the fucked up. I just got a damn.
Like, the minute they have a breakdown with their shitty ass car, or their supervisor about to get them fired, they really be, or they done got fired.
Got fired. You speak the word?
Wait, it clicked just that fast. It really did. Or they done
Oh,
got
God.
fired. They want all kind of sympathy and soft ass female emotions and shit out of you, but you couldn't even give it. You couldn't even give it. Men so often want a woman to be soft and feminine, but they don't want to step up and take the role of a man. Won't bring a bin inside the house. Won't take the trash out when they leave. Just small minor things you can't even do. But you always asking me for something. That's what made me sick.
This is how I know you at Battleground North Apartments. Because all of that,
That's what made me sick, for real.
won't do anything. The audacity. It's like they're the only ones that go through things. And you're supposed to be there when they go through things to get them out of this. But no, that's not how it works. I told probation, if you show me some type of investment, if you give me an inkling that if I put something into this relationship, then I'm going to get it back tenfold, I'm going to do my part. I'm going to show you what a real partner is.
Some shit you ain't never seen. You ain't never had a real partner
Never
before.
had nobody do
and
this
I
shit.
could bless you with all of this grace, but you won't even do right.
You won't even show me. I wasn't asking for the full gusto because I know at this point in your life, you're not there yet. But if you show me that I know that my investment won't be null and void, then I'm going to do my part.
And that's just it. I don't think that we should be associating, entertaining, or settling for a man who's not there yet. Like, that's not my fault. That's not my burden. I'm not going to let you bring me down for me trying to help
Ain't no
pull
nigga about
you
to bring
up.
me down. My mom worked too hard. I'm working too hard.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't no nigga about to bring this whole kingdom down. It's no way. But unfortunately, I realize that society is no longer there. It's not what we expected when we got to the age appropriate. It's not there.
They lied to us so
anymore.
much. They had me thinking I was gonna have plenty of men who worked and had jobs and degrees, and I was gonna have my pick. And that's not true.
It was gonna be 100% partnership. I don't have to worry about building, molding a man. I don't have to worry about compromising. None of that shit. It was all a lie.
They lied to us.
It was all a lie.
But I also really strongly suggest that women as a whole, if we hold men responsible for being the providers and being the protectors as they should, that's their role. I don't care if you don't believe in gender roles. Naturally, that's their role. Because you can't tell me that if I'm making $100,000 and my boyfriend or husband is making $30,000, he gonna be okay with that. It doesn't matter that I can take care of all the bills and he can keep his whole check. He's not gonna be okay with that. He's not, because he's supposed to be your provider, your protector.
See, I don't know. Because it's always a 5% out there.
I don't give a damn about them.
But I'm not gonna say that because at the end of the day, I don't mind that you make less money. If you
don't mind, he minds.
He shouldn't mind,
but
because
he does.
I feel like if you do your part, it shouldn't matter how the finances go. You're doing your part in the household. You're not making money, but you gotta make sure the household is taken care of.
That's the female role. That's just it. He's not gonna sit here and make $30,000 and come home and cook and clean and bathe the kids and do homework and all that shit. He's not gonna do all of that. That's the female role. He's still gonna expect you to make $100,000, pay the bills because you said you can and you got the money to do so, because he does not. Still take care of the kids and take care of the home and take care of him. And
what is he gonna do?
That's my point. What is he gonna do? Go make them $30,000 at Walmart. So, because that's not going to be okay for you, you don't need to settle for that. That's never going to work out right.
You're not gonna sit here and only make $30,000 and not.
Unfortunately, the national average wage across the country is $30,000 a year. That's it. That's it.
Across the United States of America?
United States of America.
The average is 30,000?
That's it. Me and my brother were looking at it this morning. Because he told me, and I was like, nah, it's probably like 37, 40, you know. He was like, to your surprise, it's really 30 flat.
30 flat?
Why are you yelling at me? 30 flat. You got to remember, they're calculating everybody. 35 and 40-year-olds who still work at McDonald's, making minimum wage. They're calculating everybody. Across the board, adults make 30,000 flat.
I just don't understand.
And that's why people are pushing for a higher minimum wage and pushing for better job and opportunities and lower cost of debt and loans and student loans and things, so they can have a better chance. But
truth be told, if people didn't have student loans, 30,000 wouldn't be bad.
Girl, yes it would.
It wouldn't. I mean, well, I'll take that back. It depends on where you're at.
That's true.
It depends on where you're at.
Because you can't make 30,000 in Los Angeles and then come over here to Greensboro and be like, I made 30,000 too. That's not the same.
No, and you can't do that. Now, you can't live in California with a $30,000 salary and have student loans.
Child, that's why they be living 4, 5, 6 roommates to a house.
Struggling. And still struggling.
Struggling. We read that article, that story. Struggling. But I say all that to say, for me, he gonna have to be making what I'm making or more.
He definitely gonna have to bring something in there.
He can't make less. He can't work at Walmart, I'm sorry, unless he's an assistant manager for the whhole store. General regional manager.
General manager.
You have to come with it.
The crazy thing is they make money though.
Yeah.
A general manager at Walmart, you gonna make at least like 50.
Yeah.
So that ain't even like.
You're gonna make 50, but you're gonna be working all kinds of crazy hours. You're working at the 24-hour Walmart. That shit don't ever close. You know, it's a trade-off to it.
You have to work at the neighborhood one. They close at midnight.
It's a trade-off to it. I don't even feel like 50 is a reasonable amount for my man to make, to be honest. Because if you're a single person with no kids like me, 50 turn into 37 real fast when they tax your ass. So you really ain't bringing home 50. I need you to be making like 60.
Hey, you not bring home 50, but you should at least bring home 40 if you ain't got no kids.
No, you don't have any kids. They tax you more.
Oh.
And you're at 50.
Not if you're head of household though.
And you're at 50, so you're in a new tax bracket. You're not in the original tax bracket that you once were.
All right, be quiet because I'm planning on trying to be in the 50. And
I know, and I want you to get more.
Like
50 is not enough.
Well, 50 is the start off.
Bruh.
Start off really, and then afterwards it's supposed to go up.
Because I want to say when you're at 50, they charge you the 10% tax, the 15% tax, and then you hit the 25% tax. So,
why do I hear so many taxes?
Because they charge the first $4,000 of your income at 10%, the next $20,000 at 15%. Any money made over $40,000 or $37,500, they tax it at 25%.
You made me want to not even get a higher.
Unfortunately, it's a lose-lose. Unless you get out there making real money, you're gonna lose. I got pushed into that tax bracket this year, and it hurt my feelings so bad. Any money I made from $37,500 over, they tax it at 25%. So it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
It's not fair.
It's not fair. I wish I had kids.
They can't be taxing me like that. I got student loans.
So you special?
I damn sure am. Like, something gonna have to pop off because how the fuck you expect me to pay student loans and you taxing the fuck out of my check? Excuse my mouth. But like, come on now.
Yep, you taxing.
I would expect for me to get a discount if I work for the federal government.
Good no discounts anyway. So anyway,
like,
my man's got to be making some money. You feel me?
And that's another thing that I seen. I just seen Lance Gross with a T-shirt talking about August 22nd was women's equal pay day.
Okay.
Because we automatically get paid less.
Yep.
And this is what I don't understand. Men be talking about, oh, I'm a man and I'm a black man. And I'm like, I'm a black female.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a female. I automatically get paid less than you. I'm black. So then I also am not entitled to certain things like everybody else. I have to bust my ass
Twice as hard.
twice more hard than what a man has to do.
Yep.
Because I'm already a female.
Yep.
I already was marked out as soon as I came out the womb and I had a vagina.
Yep.
And you a man. You may be a black man, but you're a man. So you automatically start off more than me. And I don't understand. Men just don't give a... They don't care that we have our own... They always focus on our emotions, but it's not always our emotions. We're doing it out here on our own. So there's a reason why our emotions are always enhanced, because we got shit coming down on us left and right.
So heavy.
And they expect, because we're female, we gonna do it. We gonna make a way. But we always making a way. We're always doing it. Yep. Where's my compassion? Where's my, oh, I'm going through it too, and, you know, let me be that one you lean on. You always expect me to do it all, even with my emotions. And that's not fair. And I don't understand. Where the men out here that say, oh, come lay your head on my shoulder?
That was a big condition song. There's no support from I won't say no, but there's very little or not enough support from our black male community to support us. There is not. Anytime something happened in the news with a black man, black women be on it like, they did my man's wrong, we gonna stand up for him. But whenever it is a black female that's being mistreated, I don't feel the support from the black men.
It's like, oh, that
she
be
deserved
this.
it. Oh my God.
That be that.
She should have did this, or she should have did that, and she knew better than this. I just be like, wow, it's crazy.
Because it's expected upon us that we're supposed to act a certain way. We ain't supposed to have our downtime. We're not supposed to go through anything. We're supposed to always have it together at all times.
That's crazy.
Don't lose your mind and it's like, oh, she's crazy, she's certified, throw her ass in a mental institution. Not realizing that it took time to build up to that point. Mm-hmm. We went through things to build up to that point. Everybody's entitled to their breaking point. Why is it that when a female does it, it's like, oh, she shouldn't have did that? Mm-hmm. That's not fair. And I'm not even asking for assistance or anything. I'm just asking for understanding. And it's like, we can't even get that.
Now that I'm 30, I just feel so much older, so much more grown.
Welcome to the 30s club.
Thank you. Now that I'm 30, I feel so much older, so much more grown, and I feel like my expectations of men, of dating, of partners, of friends is different. I feel like I can't continue to settle. Mm-hmm. You know, that's out of the question. That's unacceptable.
You can't accept everything. That's even right. Down to the friendships. Everything gotta...
If it doesn't align properly, I don't want it. Young man told me he didn't want to go out on a date. He just wanted to hang out in my front yard and talk and get to know each other.
Listen, we not even... Listen, that nigga. And what's terrible, he not the only one. It's nobody can get a straight answer. You can't get a real proper date. It's how dare we ask for a real date? Mm-hmm. We're not entitled to a real date. We're not worthy of a real date. Mm-hmm. How dare you ask that? No, you're gonna get this time spent, time really wasted.
Time wasted.
I don't need to sit and talk about anything. I have everything laid out.
We could have sat and talked at the restaurant. We could have sat and talked at the park. You know, I don't know what it is with the men here locally. I don't know about everywhere else. But here locally, men don't want to get out of the house. They don't want to leave the house. They don't want to be seen in public. I don't know if they're embarrassed. I don't know what their situation is. I don't know what the reason is.
I honestly think that they don't think we're worthy of them spending money on.
The nerve. But the crazy thing is, turn around, they'll be ready to do all these nasty, freaky, sexual things to you and with you and for you. But go on a date, that's just uncalled for. How dare you?
What is a date?
How dare you?
How dare you think that? Like, you know, we on this what you doing. Mm-hmm. Text every hour on the hour.
If another nigga asks me WYD, I'm probably gonna be in jail. Like, I'm so over it.
Ain't gonna be no jail. You gonna get that block list, and I have the luxury of having a phone. Once you get blocked, ain't no unblocking. I can't even get to my call and block notification. I don't know if it's because I done blocked too many people, and it's like you can't get in this.
Listen,
I don't know what it is,
I
but
know AT&T tired of me. Block list long as hell.
long as hell, all these unknown numbers,
No name saved.
nothing, just numbers, blocked. And my phone is like, you can't get in here no more. So once they block, they blocked.
For good.
Like, it's that simple. And I don't understand it. Like, that's that way you doing text. It's like, do they not expect us to work anymore?
They don't think we work.
And at midday, lunch hour, 12 o'clock p.m. sharp, what you doing? Working. What do you mean? What am I doing? What else should I be doing? Mm-hmm. You ain't paying rent. You ain't paying bills. You ain't giving me $20.
Shut up.
Of course I'm at work. What else am I supposed to do?
I think what upsets me about that what you doing text is the fact that yesterday I told you what I was doing. And last Thursday, I told you my schedule was 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. I work second shift Monday through Friday. I'm off on the weekends. So here it come Tuesday afternoon. You asking me what I'm doing. Please refer to 4 days ago.
An hour after your damn shifting started. What you doing?
Sir, you know I'm at work. Why you texting me?
I get the feeling niggas think that we out here almost cursed.
I heard about it slip out.
That's exactly what I did. I don't know if people think that I'm out here having sex for money. I am shaking my butt for cash. Like, no, I actually work a legitimate job.
I have to say, when I compare us to other women locally here in our town, there are hundreds, thousands of women who don't work, who are living off of government assistance, who work part-time. They live with their family or their parents. They don't take care of a whole house full of bills. You know, they have some type of support or somebody to lean on or somebody to leech off of. So I can understand why they ask, what you doing? Or I know you was at work. Okay, the first time. But not 5 times in a week.
Not 5 months later.
I guess they thought you lost your job and then you was living in the project.
At what point in time did I... This was the project?
Not even close. But anyway.
Oh, I was about to say, maybe the projects have up and come. I mean, there is a difference between up north projects and the south projects.
So these is a nice project.
Okay. Like, the projects down here got 2 stories. Levels.
I can't wait to take you home.
Like, I can't wait to see, actually. I really am waiting for the day to go see. I want to see what you're talking about. I'm really anxious about it. But it's like, I don't get it. And that's another thing. What happened to human nature? Human nature is no longer a thing. Because what you just said, we're definitely set apart from the norm out here in North Carolina.
We are.
And I always thought that if something's presented to you in a certain way, then you're going to go that route of what was presented to you. But if it's not presented to you in that way, you're going to treat it a different way.
Nope.
But we don't get that. We get it all included and everything. Yeah. And I don't understand, because when it comes to females and with the society, men always say you can't bring your baggage into the relationship. Child. He not like that.
They be bringing suitcases.
Men don't even change their shit.
Luggage.
They don't even change their MO.
Nope.
I'm still getting the same shit from the project chick you just dealt with last week.
Yep.
And I don't understand that. Why is it that I'm not supposed to bring my baggage, but you don't change your MO? You still keep it trill the same way. And that's not fair. And how dare I put put my foot down.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I'm not gonna deal with that. I'm gonna get the don't do me like this. Don't do me like this. And I don't get it because I done gave you a whole paragraph. I've actually learned how, I've deducted from the paragraphs. I give you a good 2-4 sentences. And you still hit me with the 1 word or the 3-worded sentences. You don't even answer my question. But I'm a fool when I then act like the nigger that I am. And I go off on a whole rant.
I'm not even going off. I'm just going to block you. Because I, too, like to write long paragraphs about all the B's and MFs that you are. But I don't do that anymore. I also am growing and maturing.
We getting older?
Yes, girl. We're growing up. I don't do that anymore. So now I just block you because having a conversation with you, expressing myself to you, you're not going to care about my expression of what I have to say. It's not going to change anything within you or between us. I'm not going to waste my breath and my energy. I'm just going to block you. I'm going to just block you.
But at the same time, like I told you, it doesn't matter if they're blocked or they're not blocked. They still the ain't shit nigga that they was. That they are.
And now they the ain't shit block nigga. I'm not giving you access to me to continue with your weak ass begging.
That part.
I'm just not doing it.
See, I didn't turn into the petty nigga with the vagina because I'm going to waste your time like you wasting mine. I'm going to give you the impression that I'm going to come to your game nights, your random dates on Fridays with your homeboys and all that extra shit. Oh yeah, I'll let you know. I don't think I'm working, so I'll be able to make it. And I'm sitting right in my bed, not doing anything. I'm gonna play them stupid ass games that you play. Mm-hmm. Nobody said it. For all the people who say 2 rights don't make a wrong, you are absolutely right. It doesn't negate. It doesn't deduct. It doesn't denounce. Negate. Like, it doesn't denounce none of that. But it definitely satisfies me.
I feel like that energy, that negative energy that I wasted on that Walmart idiot or, wherever you work at, FedEx, I could save that energy for the opportunity to meet somebody great and just pour positive energy into that experience. I don't want to give off any more negative energy. And I don't want to accept or consume any more negative energy either.
You sound like the homegirl from Charlotte. Are you on her shit now?
Every once in a while. Sometimes I still be on my regular shit. But right now, today, I'm on her shit. So,
I'm never going to be on it.
That's not true.
I'm not going to say never.
That's
never say
true.
never.
That's right. Because you will. You'll be surprised.
I think when I start getting closer to 35.
No, fool. You can't put no timeline on it. Anyway.
I put a timeline on everything.
You can't put no timeline on this.
When I get closer to 35.
If you meet somebody decent, it's going to hit you in a whole nother way.
But damn, when I'm going to meet somebody decent. Here's
the thing.
I think I've had at least...
That's a very low number.
It might be a lie, too.
Y'all, this one's
it might be a lie.
I want us to, before the end of the year, to really get out the house, do something different that we haven't done.
We do have to get out. I'm not even gonna lie.
Go see a play. Mm-hmm. Go to a comedy show together. What we doing for homecoming?
I don't know, because homecoming is my birthday weekend too.
It is. This is just too much.
We're gonna have to go to the homecoming game. I might have to leave work early Friday because I think the homecoming game, we might have to go to Caroline's on Sunday. I think the homecoming game is gonna be on that Saturday.
Mm-hmm. It is that Saturday.
So yeah, we're gonna have to do that Sunday.
Making plans on
I know.
Anyway, what was my point?
we have to expose ourselves to different things.
Right. If you just keep going to Walmart and Wendy's, what the fuck you think you're gonna attract? Walmart and Wendy's.
I don't attract nothing at Wendy's because I go through the drive-thru.
They can be peeking out the window as they take your card information. The Wendy's by your job, that boy used to always be trying to holler. But he tried to holler at every girl that came in there.
I never got hollered at that Wendy's.
I'm sure you did. You probably look at me. But anyway.
No, I've always had a female. I've never had a man in the drive-through window.
Really?
Ever.
This one was fresh out of jail, tattoos all over his arms and face.
Not fresh out of jail.
Fresh out of jail. I know he was. I don't care what they say. Fresh out of jail. But yeah.
I'm not opposed at a nigga working at Wendy's. Because my thing is you got a job.
No,
you can at least pay.
He can't pay $88 for a date. I can guarantee you that.
He can pay gas money though.
No. That is not good enough. That's not good enough for me or my future children. It's not.
No. Not a husband. Somebody that I'm dealing with right now.
No, I don't want to deal with anyone else. I want to date. I want to get engaged.
I do want to date. I want a man. I want a relationship.
Right.
In my 30s, I expect a relationship.
You have to start
I'm not gonna
speaking that positive affirmation if that's what you want. Settling for Wendy's is not it.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I guess I'm still stuck in
You're not 29. No more. No more. That shit gone. It's been 2 years.
Oh my gosh. Ooh, it just hurt me in my stomach. That don't even hurt no more. All it took was some wine. Like, oh my goodness.
You gotta speak that positive energy into your atmosphere. You have to. Complaining is cool about what we had in the past, but going forward for the future, I'm not here for it.
I can't do it in my 30s. And I advise all females who actually come across us, like, when you're in your 30s, it's a different ballgame.
It really is.
Like, you can't keep doing the stuff that you did in your 20s.
That didn't work.
Or in your teen years, like 30s, you have to start setting the standards.
That's right.
And I understand it's hard out here. Society really ain't crap.
Mm-hmm.
And we see the cycle, but somebody got to break the cycle. Because I can promise you, these niggas ain't.
And willing to be that. I'm willing to do it.
And
I'm so serious.
it's going to be a lot of lonely nights.
Whew, I already been lonely.
Been lonely for a couple of years, too.
It's okay.
And that's just, I'm just speaking for me.
I mean,
lonely.
it's so many, I feel like there's so many things that we could do that we're not doing. There's poetry nights. I'll be looking on Eventbrite a lot. There's poetry nights.
The crazy thing is I had the app on my phone and I never look at it.
There's speed dating events. There's so much going on where you can actually get out, mingle. There's Facebook groups. So much stuff you can actually get involved in and mingle and meet people. We just be sitting in the house looking at each other, complaining. I don't want to do that
looking
anymore.
At 4 walls on Netflix. I Netflix and chill with myself.
Listen.
Everything. I be watching crime shows on Hulu. I done got you watching it with me.
Like, I know. That was not the plan.
But them shows be so good. But yeah, we do have to get out. It does start with us, and it's so hard. It's easier said than done.
It is.
But at some point, it has to get done.
Even if we just get out and go to the mall and just walk the mall, you'd be surprised. A lot of men still go to the mall, buy shoes,
niggas
buy
go
hats.
to the mall.
I said men. A lot of men still go to the mall, buy shoes, buy hats. I was approached by a man at the mall recently.
Really? Why were you in the mall?
I went for a cookie. And
bruh.
First of all, what you're not gonna do is judge me.
I'm not fucking with you or them Toll House cookies.
I was in the area.
You can get a tub of Toll House at the grocery store.
It was already fresh and hot and perfectly baked.
All right, now you falling into it. No.
Anyway, I was at the mall minding my own business, and I was standing in the food court area. And this young guy was just like, hey, I see you walking around. I was like, walking around? I just walked through straight to the cookie place.
Okay, thank you.
But
you on a mission?
He was like, I see you walking around, and I was wondering if you was married or was seeing somebody. I didn't see a ring. And I was like, no, I'm not married, and I'm not seeing anybody. And why do you ask? He was like, well, I wanted to give you my number. He gave me his number. Did I ever call it? No, but he gave it to me.
What did he look like?
He looked young. He looked young. He looked like 25-ish.
Oh, he was definitely that. I understand.
Like,
That's why he approached you, because I done walked across a barber shop one time, and I was just going to get some Proactive. I wasn't going to do nothing. I was in there on a mission to get my proactive, and I walked by there twice. Nobody talked to me. Nobody talked to me.
Do you think it's because you be stone faced?
I think I had glasses on, so
Probably.
you couldn't even see my face.
Probably even worse. That's probably even worse. You know, I feel like we have, sometimes when we're on a mission, we have a strong face. We don't look welcoming or inviting or feminine. You know, we come off aggressive. They already swear black women aggressive anyway. Sometimes I think we do come off aggressive and we meet that stereotype.
But here's the thing. Should that turn away a real man? Is that not a challenge?
It is a challenge that they may not be ready for. I will say men are more sensitive than women. Even though they don't openly wear their emotions on their sleeves, deep down inside, they are more sensitive about rejection than we are.
I think that rejection is not gender specific. I think
Could be.
we both are not, you know, we are all opposed to rejection. Because I don't like rejection either.
I don't like it, but I know that it's a natural part of life. Every man's not going to like you or want you.
I'm not here for that natural part of life. I'm not here for rejection at all. That's why I don't approach guys. And shockingly, the one person that I actually did approach, and it wasn't a nice approach either, I still got a positive response. Shockingly. Which should have led me to want to do it more. But because I'm so gun-ho on rejection, I don't do it. So it's like that's on both ends of the field, and I feel like somebody at any point, more likely it should be a guy, a man.
I feel like it should be a man approaching. I do, but I also feel like men are so used to women rejecting them in a rude manner, publicly in front of their boys at the barbershop, embarrassing.
But it's all about your approach.
It depends on the type of female as well, though. You know, you don't know when you see her walking by the barbershop if she ratchet, if she gonna snap on you.
You can tell a ratchet chick from a mile away.
Nigga, I'm married. You know, you don't know what she gonna respond and say. So I feel like men have more pressure because we expect them to do it, but so many times they do it wrong or do it to the wrong person at the wrong time, and you know.
They do it wrong purposely because they don't even...
They don't even try. But
they don't try and they don't observe. You just automatically see a feature that you like on a female and you go for it. You don't say, she don't act like the typical hood rat. Let me hit her with some real stuff. It's just like, oh, she got a fat ass and, hey yo, shawty, what you doing? Or what your name is, or some ratchet ghetto stuff. But if you see me, I got my stuff together. I'm not doing this. I'm not popping my gum all ghetto style. I'm not with the big bags, which I happen to like. But I'm not digging through it, looking for it. I got some type of put together. But you still hit me with the, oh, hey, yo, come here real quick. I'm not coming anywhere.
Right.
You have me mistaken with somebody else.
Okay, mistaken.
Like, definitely. Somebody, I gave a guy my number at a gas station one night. And, you know, I had my little everyday black dress that happens to be with my thigh out and a little...
Happens to be.
All
right.
And it got a little...
This is a... What's the lady with the red hair and the red dress and the purple gloves?
Jessica Rabbit?
This is a Jessica Rabbit dress, y'all. Baby, this ain't no everyday dress.
Whatever.
But continue.
It's an everyday black dress. And I was leaving dinner with my homegirls. Not even date. Dinner with my homegirls. When I was visiting in Richmond. And some boy, he was driving a Mercedes.
His mama car, but continue.
Drop top Mercedes. And I actually don't believe it was his mama's car. And he had, you know, he was with his homeboys. I'm pumping my own gas. minding my own business, and he thought that I was going to go over to his car and give him my number. And I said, you going to get out your car and come to me since you noticed me from afar? Like, and I gave him my number. You know, I never heard from him.
Mm-hmm.
He never texted me because I told him to come to me.
You already set the standard too high. That's not what he's looking for. Mm-hmm.
Like, really?
Yep. Welcome to my world.
That's what I don't understand. So I give you some standards and you got a problem with it. And if I don't have some standards, you gonna entertain it?
Yep. Niggas. But see, he wasn't a grown man. That was a nigga. The fact that he didn't even... What I'm used to from where I'm from, if a man see you pumping gas, he interested in you, he gonna come and say, let me pump that for you. That's what I'm used to. Let me pump that for you. What you doing out here getting gas at night? You need to be getting gas in the daytime. Don't forget that. You know, just something to start and spark a conversation on a platonic level. Where your man at? You got a boyfriend.
Why you ain't pumping your gas? Where your man at?
Let me give you my number. You know? I don't know who raised these children. I know it when they daddies. I don't know who raised these children.
I guess all the daddies in the cave.
All of them.
Mine's still in there too.
In jail. Absent. Remarried. Out of town.
Acting like they ain't got no children.
Definitely acting. Taking care of somebody else's kids, but not their own. But I digress.
In a heartbeat.
I digress. I don't know who raised these men, but they struggling out here. They need a little guidance. And I get that. They need a little guidance. There's a lot of rough females in these streets too. But these men need some guidance.
It absolutely is. And this is not to always put the spotlight on the men.
Absolutely not.
Because I believe it does start with us because we allow and then we accept it.
Yep.
And now it's become a vicious cycle. But I'm also always a person who feels you gotta put two and two together. You can observe and see how you should approach somebody. You should be able to observe and see how somebody actually acts and maneuvers from day to day.
Like you said, it's a cycle. If it worked before on this girl down the street on the east side, why wouldn't it work for you?
Because I don't present that to you.
I'm just saying that it had success doing it so many times the same way. Why change was not broken?
But that was with the same type of female. When you see a female that's not the same as what you've been dealing with, you go about it a different way. You don't take that same action and apply it to this one.
I agree.
Like, it's all about paying attention. Why should I be the only one that pays attention and gives you everything, and you don't even take the time to do that for me?
That's right. I agree.
Like, I mean, it's really that simple. And how dare I be different and say that? It's, oh, you tripping.
I just don't think that they've had many females make that type of demand, set those type of standards. So for you to be the first one to do that in their life, their grandmother, their mother, their sisters might not have even done that. Their baby mama might not have even done that. So for you to come and tell them that I need more from you, I expect more from you, better from you, right now, that's probably hard to accept or digest.
That's crazy to me. I just don't. I'm not gonna say I understand men because they're a different breed. I understand the patterns.
I always ask them,
and it irritates me.
Would you let your daughter go to a man who talks to her the way you just talked to me? Do the ayo shorty come here? You gonna let a nigga be like, ayo shorty come here to your daughter?
Right. I should hit probation with the. Do you think that is acceptable? And would you want your daughters to go through what you put me through?
Would you want your daughters to date a man like you?
And not one. I mean, he got daughters. There's more than one.
Child. When I asked them that, the whole conversation always changed. Even though I know that I'm not interested in them for no romantic reason going forward, the conversation changes, the mindset changes. It does change. It makes a difference, and I feel like I'm doing my part in my community. Because maybe the next female will have better luck with this idiot than I had. Because I done gave him a little insight.
That's why I said I hope you you get the next girl and you treat her right.
Right.
Because you failed with the best you probably ever encountered.
Failed miserably.
So I really do hope that the next one, is something. I guess men just stick with the same type of females, and when they try to change us to the type of females.
How, baby? It's impossible. It's impossible.
I done been there, done that.
I think that for me, my era has been dating the same kind of man: the Wendy's man, the FedEx man, the Walmart man. That's been my era.
Who have I dated?
So, the unemployed man, the drug dealer man.
The drug dealer man.
Listen.
Definitely the drug dealer man. And I don't understand because my dad wasn't a drug dealer.
Mine was, so it's just kind of hard to do.
My dad wasn't a drug dealer. He was definitely a nigga, but he wasn't a drug dealer. So I don't know why I attract those much. I definitely attract the
truck driver man.
Not to the greatest potential. The truck driver man.
That foot stop shaking.
That nigga. And that's another topic that I wanted to discuss. That's another topic that we ain't gonna get into.
What's the topic?
Friends. Can men and females be friends? And then you were saying, can female and men be friends?
Mm-hmm. That is another topic. That's another topic. But yeah.
It's definitely another topic. / story time, because it's unfortunate that I have 2 incidents when it comes to that. One I won't talk about because everybody say I'm tripping on that.
Cause you is.
But the recent one, I'm actually gonna say I took an L with that. I'm very upset and hurt that I lost a friend.
Did you gain a lover?
Hell no.
Leave me alone.
Absolutely didn't gain a lover. It wasn't as good as what it was hyped up to be.
The sex?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that is a bummer. It's like haha Davis. Damn.
But at the same time, we were friends for so long. Mm-hmm. I expected it to just be like, all right, we can't do this no more. But
that's because you a nigga.
Still want to be friends.
I told you, men are more fragile than females. They don't like to admit it, but they are.
But like, why?
Mm-hmm.
I can't accept that. Why wouldn't you want to be friends? This is the opportunity to have somebody that can tell you what a female is thinking and how she gonna act and what she done did and what she done been through. All of that.
After he already done slightly piped you down. Nah, man.
There was no slightly. It was none at all.
That's not gonna work out. Nah.
And that, I can't wait for that video. Men, women, and money. It's just like they cannot be together.
They can. You just gotta reach high. Set your standards high. And reach for your real goals.
I mean, how much higher? We
haven't been setting them high. We've been asking for cars and jobs. That's it. That ain't high at all. That's actually real low as fuck.
That's the bare minimum. That's the basics.
We need to be asking for trade portfolios. We need to be asking for hefty
with a trade portfolio
401ks. We need to be asking for property owning and business LLCs. We need to be asking for more.
You talking big boy words. Where do you find the men like that? Because those ain't niggas.
They don't work at Walmart.
Those are men.
They don't work at
They should,
FedEx.
because Walmart got a good stock.
You can get into Walmart stock without working there.
Stock. You could, but you could also get more benefits when you are working there.
They don't work at Walmart. They They're higher echelon than what we used to. I think right now is the perfect time for us to get out in the streets. It's going to be football season, and I'm going to go ahead and shave my chest hair.
We're going to be live at the homecoming game?
Live in effect. Real live. I'm so serious, so.
Now, they out there at their homecoming game. That's when you get the niggas that come in from out of town. They alumni.
Married.
No, they're not married. They're alumni. The alumni. You got 5% of marriage. You got more single men out there at homecoming than married men. The married men are the niggas that graduated in the 70s. and that's a guarantee.
Leave me alone.
I'm dead serious. That's a guarantee. You got the niggas that just graduated, the niggas that graduated like 4 or 5 years ago.
We're gonna step back in.
We can definitely find some out there. I need to go get me an A&T sweatshirt.
We're gonna step our game up. That way we can come back with some story times that's actually worth the damn. If you don't mind.
Oh, I always have a story time that's worth it damn.
No.
Them Hennessy and wine nights, aka story time,
gonna be
they finna be lit.
Extra lit.
Like, for real. But, yeah.
Men, women, and money.
Men, women, and money. It's just like they really don't go together in society. And I honestly think that needs to change. Something has to change.
We are the change. Don't forget that, y'all. Ladies, we are the change.
It really
Men
does start with us.
The movement. We are the change.
It starts with us.
It does.
So I definitely think y'all join the bandwagon.
Do it. I'm here for it.
We'll start it. We definitely appreciate you backing us up.
Yes.
I mean, we still hold it down without y'all. But we definitely can use all the support.
Yes.
And we want all the support. And definitely thank y'all for tuning in. And definitely tune in for the Hennessy and Wine Nights. That has to be our next episode.
We can.
Our next episode will be about the men and being friends with females and females being friends with men. That will be our topic for Hennessy and Wine Nights.
Mm-hmm.
Tune in. It's going to be an awesome story time.
Thank y'all for watching.
Holler at us later.
Bye.